Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play Star Trek The Next Generation, A Final Unity. We're just going to pick up where we left off from the last live stream. If you want to see the prior two episodes, then head on over to my YouTube channel and check them out before watching this, assuming you want to see this from the beginning. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. On our way to Horst 3, if I remember correctly.
Captain, the ship's computer has completed its attempt to read the damaged Chodak data crystal we received from Chancellor Larac.
Any success, Mr. Data?
Only in part, sir. Much of the information was corrupted, as we had feared. But there is one section that may be of interest in our current situation. As Chancellor Larac guessed, Frigis was indeed a rebel base. The crystal explains how the rebels stole information from the main computer on Alinor and used it to attack the Unity device itself. The rebels used a programmable encryption rod to access Alinor's main computer and learn vital information about the Unity device. This information was then used to plan a raid against the Unity device. There is then a corrupted section and a brief mention of a space freighter called the Rinkel. I am not certain what the connection is between the freighter and the raid. The complete text of the information may of course be found in the ship's computer.
I wish the default wasn't Warp 5. Yes, I could go into astrogation and speed it up, but whatever.
Captain's log. We have arrived at Horst 3 to request some advice from the noted Vulcan archaeologist, Shinnok. Instead, all we have found here is a recorded message buoy broadcasting continuously.
Helm, standard orbit.
To whoever hears this message, the sudden incursion into this region of space by a flotilla of Romulan warships has made this remote expedition untenable. For the safety of my crew, I have decided to abandon this site temporarily. In the name of science, I ask that you do not disturb my work on this planet. There is one site that requires special care. The Chodak site seems to have a field that camouflages it to normal sensors. I located it mostly by accident. There is a platform jutting out part way down a deep shaft in the ground. Further investigation has been blocked by an ancient rock slide.
As much as I would like to honor Shinnok's request to leave the site alone, we don't have that luxury. The current situation makes it imperative that we learn where this planet Alinor is. This Chodak base may have the information we need. We should form an away team at once to investigate this shaft that Shinnok spoke of, but we'll have to be careful to disturb as little on the site as possible.
Beam down coordinates selected.
The tricorder says these rocks have been here for thousands of years. I'm reading something on the other side of them. Many of the components are still operational. We might be able to get this to work. Even though some of the data has been corrupted over time, our computer can probably deduce a wealth of helpful information from it. Fascinating. This is a highly advanced subspace phase spectrometer. I understand it's used by astronomers to measure the interval between certain subspace fluctuations. This chasm descends to a depth of about 3.5 kilometers. It did not work. For some reason, this was used to keep its instrument constantly pointed at one specific object in the sky. If I were to speculate, I would say that this particular site was used for making astronomical observations.
That would explain why this outpost is so far from the main body of the Chodak Empire. Perhaps they were attempting to make clean observations, uncontaminated by interference from their own transmissions.
Let's record as much as we can. Our computer can analyze the data and make sense out of it later.
This instrument is set to measure the interval between certain subspace fluctuations. Knowing where this instrument was pointed may help us determine what the Chodak were attempting to study. Readings indicate that this chasm is 3.487 kilometers deep. The walls are composed primarily of igneous rocks. No unusual readings. I do not believe that will work. I do not believe that will work.
There's a lot of scientific equipment in this part of the site.
This must be the heart of the station. We must be especially careful to examine everything we find in detail.
The device was set up to measure the time between certain subspace pulses. Once we know where the Chodak were pointing this mounting, we can figure out what they were looking at. The bottom's almost 3.5 kilometers down.
I'm not sure what to make of these readings.
This is generating a field at the same frequencies as our sensors.
Look, a shooting star. On Earth, that means you get to make a wish.
Shooting star is actually a misnomer. In reality, they are simply meteors which are incinerated as they enter a planet's atmosphere.
I know, Data, and rainbows are just the refraction of light by water droplets, but they're still beautiful.
Based on these readings, I suspect this is the device which generates the chameleon field.
This device generates the chameleon field that disguises the station when you look at it from space. The bottom's almost 3.5 kilometers down. No unusual readings. Beam us up.
Captain's log. The archaeological site on Horst remains a fascinating mystery. I'm hoping that our ship's computer will be able to analyze the tricorder data we discovered at the Chodak site and tell us quickly what we need to know.
Sensors are picking up a vessel.
Evasive maneuvers.
Aye, Captain.
Yellow alert.
A Romulan warbird is on sensors.
red alert.
Blocking weapons. The target is out of range. We are being hailed. The shields are holding. We have been
We
hit.
who are about to die salute you.
Wow.
Direct hit.
Who played it? Oh, don't tell me it froze again. This happened to me yesterday. Every time a Romulan vessel seems to blow up, the DOS box just freezes. Alright, that means I'm going to have to do this over again, unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and close this down. Alright. So that means I have to do all of that over again. So, should I just restart the stream? Alright.
Engage.
Captain, the ship's computer is complete.
Alright, I'm gonna skip this.
There,
I'm skipping the dialogue until we get to where we left off. So yeah, apologies. Again, folks, this is an older game, DOSBox. Trying to get this game to work with DOSBox took me years, and then yesterday, all of yesterday, and the day before, it's a nightmare. So, yeah, stuff like this is gonna happen.
helm, standard orbit.
The sudden
If you're
As much as I
watching,
would like.
if you're watching this on YouTube, just fast forward to, I guess, when we just beamed up from the planet's surface. If you're watching this after the stream, of course.
Beam down coordinates selected.
I cannot use this with... Even though some of the data has been...
Some of the data has been corrupted.
I'd like to get this information in. This device generates the...
I'm not sure.
This is generate...
Based on the...
Look,
This is a... For some... This...
This knowing readings.
The device... Once we... The bot...
I think that's it. Alright, so go back. Alright, this time let's save it, just in case there's another combat situation. Alright. Good to go.
Beam us up.
Captain's log. The archaeological... Mr. Data,
I suggest we...
Admiral Williams here.
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. Your orders are to investigate the real reasons behind the Romulan incursion.
Picard out.
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
Sir, we are receiving a signal from Starfleet.
There we go.
It is
On screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
An unknown alien race has just crossed the neutral zone into Federation space. All attempts to communicate with them have failed.
Are they hostile?
Definitely. So far, every ship and outpost in their path has been attacked, disabled, and left for dead.
Do we have any idea of their objectives?
That's the strangest part. It looks like they're pursuing the Romulan fleet into the Zatanus Nebula.
Then my first instinct will be to let them go with our blessings.
I wish we could. Unfortunately, Outpost Delta 08 lies directly on their present course. We can't afford to lose it. Proceed at best possible speed to the Yaz system and intercept.
Understood. Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Set course for the Yaj system. Maximum warp. Engage.
unidentified alien vessel ahead. They have locked weapons onto us.
Red alert! Shields up!
Hail them.
There is no response.
Evasive maneuvers.
Go to red alert!
Enemy ship is firing.
Holy
Have been hit.
cow, alright. Let's get some distance. Looks like there might be 2 or 3 of them.
The target is out of range. Torpedo. Torpedo has reacquired the target. Direct hit. The target is out of range. Damage to the sensor array.
Wow.
Torpedo away. Direct hit.
We need to get the heck out of here if we can.
Torpedo fire missed the target. Enemy ship is firing. Torpedo away.
Oh, wow, okay, so we can't... It doesn't look like we can actually beat them, whoever they are. We can try again.
Admiral's log.
Alright.
Beam us up. Captain's log. The archaeological site on Horst remains a...
Alright. So once again, we're gonna skip the dialogue until we get to that point again. This time we might try to get out of there if we can. Because it looks like there was 2 or 3 pink targets on our radar, or on our sensors, so I have a feeling we're not meant to win that.
We are receiving a
on-screen.
We'll skip this.
What are your orders?
Set. Engage.
Alright, and we are going to save here, just in case. I have a feeling we're getting toward the later parts of the game where combat gets a bit harder, so...
unidentified alien vessel ahead.
Red alert! Shields up!
It just says vessel, it doesn't say fleet.
Hail them.
There is no response.
Evasive maneuvers.
Alright, let's turn...
Targeting area.
Let's see if we can... Let's see... Okay, alien vessel... You know... Let's see if we can't run. Alright, well it says in... I guess I'm doing it? I'm not sure. Come on. Why am I heading toward them? Shouldn't I be trying to escape?
Warning.
No damage.
You're not... This isn't very helpful, I'm just saying. I think the computer's broken.
The shields are holding.
Get us out of here.
Oh, okay, there we go. So I guess you have to do those maneuvers for 20, 30... You have to spin around in circles for 30
Torpedo
seconds.
fire missed the target.
Alright, now what?
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Uh-oh.
Captain, sensors indicate that the outpost has been destroyed. There are no survivors.
Mr. Data, check the ship's computer for any possible identification of these aliens.
We have no record of contact prior to these attacks.
There have been rumors of a war between the Romulans and an unknown race on the other side of Romulan space. Perhaps these are the same aliens.
I want to know why we had so little warning before the alien vessel's attack.
We did not detect them on our sensors until they were already within visual range.
Did they have a cloaking device?
During the battle, our sensors registered emissions similar to those of the alien probe that attacked Merton's stations and the planetary shield protecting Phrygia.
A chameleon field?
That appears to be the case.
Perhaps these aliens were also responsible for the attack on Merton's station.
The chameleon field is an ancient Chodak technology. These aliens might have borrowed it from them.
Mr. Data, plot the course of the alien vessels based on their attacks in this sector.
The pattern of their attacks would indicate that they are headed for the Zatarnus Nebula.
Then it appears that the Romulans aren't the only race seeking the Unity device.
Alright, let's check engineering. Assess some damage here. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Looks like we're repairing. Okay, well, good. Alright. Let's go ahead and save it. And we're at warp 2. We may want to speed up a bit. Okay, yeah.
I have correlated the ancient Chodak star chart with our own astrogation charts.
Does it reveal the location of the Unity device?
I can find no mention of the device. However, the chart does contain the planet Alanor.
If Alanor was the administrative center of the Chodak Empire, isn't there a chance some trace of the Chodak remain?
Sounds like a long shot.
It might be the only one we've got, number one. Where is Alanor?
The planet is located inside the neutral zone.
I don't think we need to worry about the treaty at this point.
Still, we must use caution. There is a provision of the treaty which allows for scientific research. We'll use that as a cover for our mission. Mr. Worf, inform Starfleet.
Aye, sir.
Lay in a course for Alanor, warp 5.
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage.
I'll take 4.5. Oh wow, 104 light years. Let's check engineering again, see how things are going. Oh cool, we have 226 torpedoes. I was wondering where that information was. Shields. Okay, sensors. Oh boy, tractor beams are damaged. I don't think we've ever used our tractor beams yet.
Engage.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
Captain, I've been studying our records of one of the Chodak devices we found on Horse 3. It appears to have been designed to measure the period of a pulsar for use as a standard of time.
Translating Chodak time units would be a major breakthrough. It will give us a better understanding of Chodak science.
Unfortunately, the Zatarnis Nebula has expanded since the Chodak abandoned the station. The nebula now completely obscures the pulsar.
The nebula grew that quickly?
The Zatarnis Nebula is one of the youngest celestial bodies in the galaxy.
Are there observations of a pulsar in that region of space?
None in Federation records, but the Chodak star chart does contain a pulsar at the proper coordinates.
Can we observe the pulsar ourselves?
The pulsar is on the far side of the nebula. It cannot be observed from anywhere within Federation space.
Does it have a name? We should be sure a science vessel is sent to observe it.
The Chodak chart refers to it as the Gambara pulsar. It lies in unexplored space near the Romulan border.
Entering Federation space. Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
Captain's log, we have arrived at the planet Alanor, where we hope to find information about the Unity device, a legendary superweapon created by the ancient Chodak. Although we've managed to travel deep into the neutral zone without being challenged, I feel certain that an encounter with the Romulans is only a matter of time.
Helm, standard orbit.
There are no valid beam-down coordinates at this location.
We have completed our scan of the planet. The surface is heavily damaged and radiation levels are high, possibly the result of war in the distant past.
Are there any life signs?
No, sir, but we have detected an extensive network of caverns below the surface. We are picking up Cochrane field emissions from one of the chambers.
Is it a natural phenomenon?
I do not believe so. The field is exhibiting a binary modulation pattern, which may imply some form of computer in operation.
Sounds like a good place to begin a search.
Sir, many of the caverns are heavily shielded. Our comm systems and transporters will be unable to penetrate them. The nearest beam-in point is more than 3 kilometers from the Cochrane field source.
Then that will have to be close enough. I'll lead the away team myself.
Captain, we have no idea what's down there. We can't risk...
Number one, we have no choice. The Unity device, if it exists, could be a weapon of incredibly destructive power. We must learn what it is and what it can do. My knowledge of the Chodak could be vital to the success of our mission.
All right, sir. I'll assemble an away team.
Make it so.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Who is this guy? A butler? No. I don't want this. No. No red shirt, thank you. Well, blue shirt in this case. We'll take Worf.
Lieutenant Worf, please report to the transporter room.
Can you locate the source of the Cochrane field the ship's sensors detected?
The Cochrane field source lies in this direction.
If the source of the Cochrane field emissions is truly an operational computer, there's no telling what we might learn.
I just hope there's enough information to allow us to find the Unity device.
The device freezes logic circuits by emitting broadband electromagnetic interference. These readings are inconclusive. Something may be interfering with the tricorder scan. Readings confirm that these are the remains of a Romulan. I suspect the drone was the cause of his demise. I have recorded the information. The grill has a latticed molecular structure. It may have been engineered to optimize energy dispersal. The composition of the alloy seal is different than that of the grill. A phaser setting of 8 should be sufficient to remove it. We should not open the doors. The tricorder scan did not provide any additional information. It appears to be a small storage compartment. There is nothing inside.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It appears that the phaser power setting was insufficient. The composition of the alloy seal is different than that of the grill.
Said 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It appears that the phaser power setting was insufficient.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What do you think of Chodak technology, Geordie?
It's a curious combination, Captain.
What do you mean?
Well, a lot of this stuff looks pretty dated by Federation standards. Other things are so advanced I can't even guess what they're for.
The atmosphere is similar to that of Earth. The panel appears to be linked to a large network of computer systems. The Chodak isolinear rod might activate this panel. It is a control panel. It is a control panel. It is a control panel.
Line entry F could be us accessing this panel.
The unscheduled arrival at line D is probably our arrival.
Exactly. Then Sentry AA3-G must be that derelict drone.
Let's go back to the first page of entries. Line 6 must be the Romulans' arrival.
It looks like they used the transporter and then returned to the arrival area.
Perhaps they destroyed the main transporter to prevent anyone else from finding any information about the Unity device.
It looks as if the Romulans landed a shuttle in some kind of landing dock as well as beaming in. I wonder why.
It is a control panel. It is a control panel. It is an automated maintenance unit. The drone is fully operational.
The large drone appears to be repairing the smaller one.
I noticed an infrared flash transmitted between the two drones. I think it might have been some kind of deactivation signal.
We could attempt to duplicate the pulse with the tricorder's output synthesizer.
And that might allow us to turn the drones on and off ourselves.
Interesting. The system works by separating the factors of a fifth-order hyperbolic equation and...
Data, just do it.
Yes, Captain. The drone appears to be only partially operational. All autonomous functions have been deactivated. It is too far away. It is too far away. I am unable to determine its purpose. The logic circuits which control the doors are inside this casing. I am unable to collimate the beam while the drone... I am unable to... I see no way of using this. I see no means to open the door manually. I am unable to collimate the beam while the drone is in... The tricorder scan did not... I see no means...
Okay.
It is too far away. It is too far. It is too far. If we hope to learn anything valuable about the Chodak,
It's no good. I don't think I can do it while the drone is moving. It looks like it's functioning normally. That must sense the approaching drones. It emits bron... I can't make it. I can't make...
Alright. There's gotta be some trick to that.
This passage leads in the wrong direction. There's got to be a way.
Oh, okay. So that stops it.
Business.
Okay.
We should leave the logic inhibitor here to prevent the door from closing behind us. Its energy cells are almost depleted. The floor panel is connected to the capacitor. This equipment is capable of generating extremely large amounts of energy. This whole device must be some kind of charging station. The drone blocks the path. It did not work. We use our weapons purely for...
Maybe the drone has malfunctioned.
This equipment is incredible.
I do not believe that will work. I do not believe...
It appears to be a control. There. cannot use this. This equipment is capable of generating extremely large amounts of energy. We use our weapons.
Who are you? Where is your master?
Speak.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. I have full authority to represent the Federation.
Please follow me, sir. Our master will want to speak with you. Follow me, please.
I see we have unexpected guests.
Greetings. Please do not be alarmed. Our intentions are peaceful.
Visitors are not shunned. Who are you?
I am Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise. I represent the United Federation of Planets. How did you get here? We detected no other ships in the system.
We have always been here. We are the caretakers of this planet.
Caretakers? We thought this planet was abandoned long ago.
We are the descendants of those who survived the Civil War.
You are Chodak?
You have heard of us. What is the purpose of your visit?
We are on an archaeological research expedition.
You risk war with the Romulans for mere curiosity?
The Romulans? Our treaty with the Romulans makes an exception for scientific exploration.
Yes, but a Romulan commander wouldn't worry about exceptions to your treaty unless the fight went badly for him.
So you have dealt with the Romulans?
A Romulan delegation was also here recently.
What did the Romulans want?
They too claimed to be on an archaeological expedition. They proved unfriendly. Perhaps you will be more amiable.
We are on a peaceful mission. We seek only knowledge.
We too are students of history. In fact, we are currently searching for an encryption rod which will give us access to the computer in the Hall of Records.
Tell me more about this encryption rod you need.
There are several types of rods. Gray rods were used by the Securitate, blue by the Technical Division, and brown by the Administrative Corps. We need one of the brown bureaucratic rods.
We have not found any such rods, but this Hall of Records you mentioned would seem an excellent place to begin our research.
The historical archives are stored in a computer, and there is no way to access the data without an encryption rod.
We have expertise in data encryption. Perhaps we can extract the data without a rod.
It is not unworthy of a try. Please follow my optimators to the Hall of Records.
I am familiar with all known encryption techniques.
Yes, your drone could be useful.
No need to trouble yourselves if you'll just point us in the right direction.
I cannot let you wander unguided. The way to the Hall of Records is not direct, and there are many hazards.
We can look after ourselves, I assure you.
As you wish.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
The tricorder readings confirm that they are sentient, highly advanced beings. They also appear to be armed. This is a Chodak transporter. It seems to be in working order. This is the control panel. It did not work. It did not work. The panel is indicating some kind of malfunction. The panel is indicating...
Uh-oh. I just killed 3 crew members. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Well, what if we did this? Start with this one, work our way down.
The panel is in...
Oh, phew.
What happened?
The transporter malfunctioned.
I'm not surprised. I don't think this transporter is very reliable.
Alright, so we did... Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Let's try going backward with it. Three, one. Okay. Timer. Well, that's not supposed to happen. There we go. Oh, alright. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Save back up.
Do not move. I believe a security system is just activated. It is a directed energy device. It appears to use external sensors to acquire targets. These lights appear to be passive sensors. These lights appear to... The security devices are apparently protected by an energy shield. There could be a frequency window in the protective energy shield through which the sensors receive input. If we tune our phasers to the sensor frequency, we might be able to overload them.
Make it so.
The security devices are apparently protected by an energy shield.
Oof. Well, that wasn't it. Alright, one off.
No effect. We should. The sensor wavelength is 735 angstroms. The sensor wave...
Oh, okay.
Lieutenant Commander Data has been injured.
Alright, now let me disable. Oh, come on. Poor Data. Alright, so I guess I have to quickly shoot all three and then walk forward. Oh. Alright. Hopefully Data came with me. Guess we gotta wait for Data to wake up. Come on, Data. Get up.
No
Oh! Maybe I should just reload that. Let's reload this part. Alright. I have a feeling Data was down for good at that point.
No one move. We have just triggered some kind of security system. These are not ordinary lice. It is a directed energy weapon. No effect. The security devices must be protected by an energy shield.
Make it so.
The sensor wavelength is 735 angstroms. The sensor wavelength.
What's weird is that the other sensors aren't responding. I mean, I can shoot the one out, but not these other two, which is kind of weird. Maybe a stronger setting. There we go. Oh, no, get back, get back, get back. Alright. Well, that was a pain. Save.
I see no way of... This chart might contain the location of the Unity device.
So, you have an encryption rod after all. Good. It has saved your lives.
Wow.
Oh, let me introduce myself properly. I am Admiral Broadnack, Master of the 9 Challenges, bearer of the 15th shell of the Chodak Empire, Commander-in-Chief of the Chodak Starfleet. Thank you for saving me a great deal of time. If they cause any trouble, eliminate them.
Yes, sir.
Transfer and erase Chart 45 NXD. Now, play the Unity device file for our guests.
From the time the first Chodak grub made his fateful journey to the beauty and freedom of a new shell, to the first Chodak in space, to the building of our great empire, no achievement compares to the creation of the Unity device, the culmination of 650 years of research, development, and construction. The Unity device opens up the path to a bright and happy future for all Chodaks.
It's really quite simple. We de-randomize a quanta of subspace. The resulting predictability is then cascaded to a usable volume with a positive feedback loop. At that point, the hyperwarp accelerator speeds this quanta all the way to warp 17. At that point, of course, the quanta is exactly as large as the universe. It then takes only a minute change in subspace to affect a large and predictable change in real space.
The Unity device is already being used to make the universe a better place for Chodaks. It has pacified regions of the Empire facing civil unrest. It has prompted many other races out of ignorance and into full second-class membership in the Empire. The Unity device, newest wonder of the universe, paving the way to a better and brighter future.
Such power. And it was thrown away. Ages ago, a group of rebellious scientists sent it into the future, claiming it should only be used for celestial engineering. Now the time of its return is near. With the ancient star charts from this computer, we can pinpoint exactly when and where the Unity device will reappear. Goodbye. I feel that in the short time we have been together, I have grown almost fond of your species. We will meet again, soon. Perhaps your Federation will qualify for second-class membership in the new Chodak Empire.
The Chodak are no longer here.
They took the isolinear rod and rod programmer with them.
It appears that the panel has malfunctioned. It is still active, even though the rod has been removed. Before the Chodak revealed themselves, I was able to record the contents of the chart with the tricorder.
Nice.
Good work, Data.
My fellow Chodak, I represent a group of concerned scientists who have seized control of the Unity device to prevent further abuse of its powers. Many of you will doubt our motives, but what we do for the Chodak race. We shall not judge our bureaucrats and admirals too harshly, though their acts threaten the existence of the universe itself. Their minds were insufficient to grasp the danger they caused. We are taking the device to a place in time where they will never be able to reach it. Every 456,000 Balchaks, the device will reappear in a normal space-time continuum. Once the Chodak race has developed the necessary intelligence and wisdom, it can reclaim the device. God Gimlash out.
Why the delay, Optimator 1?
Sir, the security rod is stuck in the panel.
We must leave now.
But...
Now.
Yes, sir.
The rod is stuck. I do not believe it is a control panel. I do not believe that will work.
Oh, come on. Didn't want to move. There we go.
The sensor wavelength is 735.
It was 1-2.
Nothing happened. The panel is indicating some kind of malfunction. The panel is in... The panel is... transporter malfunctioned.
I'm not surprised. I don't think this transporter is very reliable.
Okay. So 3-1 is this location. I sworn it was 1... Is it 1-1? Two.
Beam us up.
Oof, that was a slog.
Data, I want you to run a full analysis on the information we discovered on the planet.
The analysis is already underway, sir.
Sir, a ship was detected leaving the planet's surface. It matches the description of the alien ships that recently invaded Federation space.
Then there's no doubt left. The ancient Chodak have returned in force to reclaim their Unity device.
Can we intercept the Chodak ship?
They are already out of sensor range.
It is undoubtedly headed for the Unity device. Send its last known heading to Starfleet. Perhaps another vessel can intercept them.
Aye, sir. Captain, our long-range sensors are picking up a sporadic gamma particle trail. It appears to be headed in this direction.
Could it be a cloaked Romulan vessel?
That is the most probable cause.
If we assume it's a warbird, how long do we have before it arrives?
It will enter the system in approximately 9 minutes.
We've got to get out of here, sir.
You're right, number one. Take us back into Federation space. Engage!
The analysis is complete. The Unity device is in Sector 313 at coordinates 9-14-16.
Sector 313 at coordinates 9... Hopefully I don't have to write that down. 313... 9-14-16...
Shall I lay in a course to the Unity?
All right, Data. Engage!
Easy enough.
Mr. Data, we have received a subspace message for you from Commander Maddox at the Daystrom Institute.
Please route it to my quarters, Lieutenant. I will respond later.
Aye, sir.
Okay, so we are on our way to the Unity device, so I think we're nearing the end of the game, I think. I'm going to go ahead and take a small break, and I'll be back later to stream the rest of the game. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.